Welcome to this new lesson in Illustrator. Today we are going to create a map of a country in Europe. Go to your Programs folder in the CS3 folder and open up Illustrator. Under Create New, click Print Document. We're going to name it Map. And you want to, under Units, select Inches, and we're going to make it 5 inches by 5 inches. And click OK. Next thing we're going to do is open up the map. So go to File and Open. On the 506, I've set up a folder called Map of Europe. So 506, Map of Europe folder. There's two folders, Eastern Europe and Western Europe. You can go into either one. And I want you to pick a country. Click on this and then Thumbnails, and you can see the previews of the country. I'm going to select Germany. I'm going to click Open. And that'll bring up the map. Okay, as you can see, the map's a little bigger than the 5 by 5 inches. So I'm going to hold Shift and I'm going to left click and drag and scale the map down. And really what we want is room for us to outline the country. So I'm going to outline Germany here. And we want room on the side to do a little key, which we'll do later on in the lesson. Okay, so size it up. Hold Shift when you do it so it remains proportionate. And then the first thing we're going to do is select Layer 1. If you don't have your Layers tab, go to Window and select Layers, or you can press F7. With Layer 1 selected, hold Control and then press L, and that'll create Layer 2. And this is going to be our map layer. And what I did there is I left clicked Layer 2, and I'm going to name it Map, and I'm going to click OK. And what we're going to do next is select the pen tool, and I'm pushing Control plus to zoom in, and with the pen tool we're going to outline the map. But before we do that, you want to set up your fill color and your stroke color. So I'm going to set my stroke color at black, and I'm just going to leave the fill color at white. You can change it to whatever color you want. Once you have the fill and the stroke color set up, you're just going to left click along the border of your country, and you're going to outline it. And I'm just going to go real quick, real fast. But while you're doing this, you want to take your time. I will be looking at how well you do this, so please take your time. If you are sloppy, points will be deducted. So I'm going to continue outlining Germany as quickly as possible here. And you can use the plus and minus keys to zoom in and zoom out on it. Obviously, I'm not doing the best job here because I'm just trying to save some time in the video. But you want to get the general outline of the country. And obviously going back here can be a problem. So what you can do is on the transparency, if you change the opacity, if you move it down, your fill color will be see-through, so you can see where you're going. And if you mess up, you can always do Control Z. Let me move that transparency back. There we go. And all I'm doing is just left clicking. No left click and drag, just left click. And once we get to where we started, you're just going to connect it like you would any other shape. So you left click the first endpoint, and if I do Control minus, we can zoom out and see it. And we're going to move the opacity back. And we have our outline of our country. So once you've done that, go ahead and save this in your Illustrator folder. So File, Save As. Go to your period. Oops, that's not my period. Runs a little slow since we're connecting to the server here. Alright. Let's go to your period, your folder, and Illustrator. And just give it a file name, we'll name it map of Germany or whatever your country is, and hit save. And that's it for part 1.